Hey guys, this is David here with neoseeker.com at E3 2016. I'm here with David from Neocore Games, and they are here showing us Warhammer 40K Inquisitor. You want to tell us a little about the game?
First of all, thank you for including me.
Yeah, it's no problem, man.
Well, Warhammer 40K Inquisitor Martyr is the very first ARPG set in the Warhammer 40K universe, and to put it very simply, it's an open-world sandboxed ARPG.
You are pretty well known for doing the Van Helsing trilogy, which has been pretty well received. So how is it going from that franchise over onto the Warhammer franchise now?
Well, it's a very different experience. We gain a lot of experience with the Van Helsing trilogy. We know how the ARPG systems should work. We know how an ARPG should be built up. In the same time, doing an ARPG in a Warhammer 40K universe, it's a very different experience because there are certain things that you want an ARPG to have certain mechanics, but in the same time, you can't do the exact same thing in a Warhammer 40K universe. So we have to be very faithful to the lore, but in the same time, we have to, cater the needs of the ARPG fans as well.
Definitely, game balance, gameplay first, right? But, lore is pretty important for Warhammer. It's been around for a very long time, so I'm sure the fans will look forward to the stories that you have coming out. So the game has a multiplayer segment, but it also does have single player. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the single player that you have planned?
Well, the single player segment is basically a very huge investigation. It's your personal investigation. It's a part of the star map. You can access it anytime. It's a jump in, jump out, so you can go roam the open world and then you can jump back to the ship where this all takes part. The ship is called Martyr. That's where the name comes from. You might have figured that already. It's your personal investigation. We wanted to keep it. We wanted to keep it single player because it's a very claustrophobic horror story, a ghost ship scenario kind of thing, and it just doesn't really work when there are like 3 other people jumping around you in the most intense moments. So that's why we decided to make it a single player experience.
So you do have that multiplayer experience coming out. You want to tell us a little bit about that as well?
Yes, the Inquisitorial campaign, the open world game mode, is absolutely a cooperative experience. You can bring in 3 of your friends and you can roam the galaxy together. We've got 3 different classes you can choose from at launch. And with the different progression systems, even between the classes there are so many differences, and even within the classes there are so many differences. So, for example, like 2 Crusaders could never be the same, not visually and not gameplay-wise, because with the active skills are actually connected to the weapons that you're picking up. But the passive skill trees, it's a massive tree that you can mix and match all the skills, and that you end up with different characters. And with the cooperative mode, it's very important because your skills can actually help each other.
Are you going to make that a pretty critical part of your gameplay, where you don't want to have a team of, say, 4 Crusaders or like all assassins, of course? Is that going to be pretty integral to the gameplay, or is it something where, like, hey, I can still make it through with this kind of weird team?
You can make it through a weird team. Absolutely. We don't want to force cooperative gameplay on the players. We want them to experience it because it's fun to play together. But in the same time, if they don't want to do it, if they want to go at it together with just one of their friends, or alone, they more certainly can do that as well.
How many players co-op will this have?
It's up to 4 players.
And and you did talk about the game being procedural generated. You want to talk about how that will enhance cooperative gameplay and stuff?
Well, it's randomly generated. Imagine the maps like big puzzle pieces that we put together. There are like pools with different terrains, and we build the maps from that different puzzle pieces in general. But that's not the only thing that's randomly generated, because the enemies are also, and the enemy spawn points, the weather effects, and also the objectives that you might come across.
And then also in the gameplay, we did notice heavy use of cover. You want to explain a little bit about that system too, and destructible environments?
Yeah, cover is a very, very integral part of the gameplay because, you know, if you're making a Warhammer 40K ARPG, you want to make the players feel like that they are participating in a constant war. And the reworked AI, the destructible environments, it helps create that atmosphere that we're looking for. And with the cover system, we wanted to make the gameplay feel more tactical, that you have a choice to actually hide between cover, and you have to, and because the enemies do the same. You actually have to approach every situation more strategically, more tactical.
Yeah, so we actually really look forward to seeing the game. Great first alpha build, and yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.